70 Lessons for a Tranquil Life Lesson. 1. The gift of time. Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. William Penn Reflection. Life is fleeting, yet we often spend it on trivial pursuits. Each moment is precious, a thread in the tapestry of our existence. By being mindful of time, we honor both our own life and the lives of those around us. Example: begin each day with a mindful breath and a small intentional act, like journaling or meditation, to anchor yourself in the present. Closing thought. Treat every moment as a treasure. Squander none. Lesson 2. Honesty with yourself. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Thomas Jefferson. Reflection. True clarity begins with facing oneself without illusion. Recognizing our own biases, weaknesses, and desires allows us to act with integrity. Example: at night, reflect on your actions and intentions of the day. Closing thought. Speak truth to yourself first, and serenity will follow. Lesson 3. Embrace solitude. He who is contented is rich. Lao Tzu Reflection. Solitude nurtures self-awareness, peace, and depth of understanding. In the quiet, one hears the whispers of the soul. Example: dedicate a few moments daily to sit quietly without distractions, listening to your own thoughts. Closing thought. In being alone, you find completeness. Lesson 4. The power of reflection. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates' Reflection. Contemplating our actions and thoughts allows growth and insight. Reflection transforms experience into wisdom. Example: spend time weekly reviewing decisions and outcomes, observing what worked and what didn't. Closing thought. Your life deepens through reflection. Lesson 5. Letting go. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Hermann Hesse Reflection. Release attachment to outcomes, people, or things that no longer serve your well-being. Freedom comes from detachment. Example: identify one habit or thought pattern to release this week. Closing thought. In letting go, you gain serenity. Lesson 6. Compassion for others. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi Reflection. Empathy strengthens our inner peace and the quality of our relationships. By understanding others, we foster harmony within ourselves. Example: listen without judgment when someone shares their feelings. Closing thought. A compassionate heart is a calm heart. Lesson 7. Mindful presence. Do every act of your life as though it were the last. Marcus Aurelius Reflection. Mindfulness anchors the mind in the present, preventing anxiety about the past or future. Example: focus fully on one task at a time, whether it is washing dishes or having a conversation. Closing thought. Be present in all you do. Presence is serenity. Lesson 8. Patience in action. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Reflection. Waiting with awareness cultivates resilience and composure. Life unfolds in its own rhythm. Example: pause before reacting emotionally in a stressful situation. Closing thought: patience rewards the mindful heart. Lesson 9. Gratitude daily. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Anonymous reflection, recognizing the blessings in everyday life fosters serenity and contentment. Example: keep a daily gratitude journal noting 3 things you appreciate each day. Closing thought: appreciation nourishes the soul and quiets discontent. Lesson 10. Courage to begin. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu reflection: action dispels fear, even in the face of uncertainty. Every great journey starts with a simple step. Example: start small on a challenging goal rather than waiting for perfect conditions. Closing thought: bold beginnings lead to inner strength and confidence. Lesson 11. Accepting change. The only constant in life is change. Heraclitus reflection: life is fluid. Resisting change brings suffering. Accepting it brings serenity and clarity. Understanding impermanence allows us to flow with life rather than against it. Example: observe a natural cycle, like seasons changing, and reflect on how it mirrors your own growth. Closing thought: embrace change as a teacher, not an enemy. Lesson 12. Simplicity in living. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Leonardo da Vinci reflection: complexity breeds distraction and anxiety. A simple life creates space for inner peace and meaningful experiences. Example: declutter your environment and remove unnecessary commitments. Closing thought: less is more. Simplicity nurtures tranquility. Lesson 13. Self-discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Jim Rohn reflection: inner freedom comes from the mastery of habits, not the absence of constraint. Discipline is the quiet backbone of serenity. Example: commit to one beneficial habit daily, such as meditation or mindful breathing. Closing thought: discipline empowers your mind and heart. Lesson 14. Letting go of judgment. Whenever you judge another, you do not define them, you define yourself. Wayne Dyer reflection: judgment clouds perception and disturbs inner peace. Letting go of judgment cultivates compassion and clarity. Example: notice your inner critique and practice observing without labeling. Closing thought: free yourself by freeing others from judgment. Lesson 15. Living with purpose. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. Reflection: purpose gives direction and meaning. Even small intentions guide us through challenges with serenity. Example: define one personal value that guides your daily choices. Closing thought: let purpose be the compass of your life. Lesson 16. Embracing vulnerability. Vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. Brené Brown reflection: True courage arises from acknowledging our fears and weaknesses. Vulnerability fosters connection and inner strength. Example: share a sincere feeling with someone you trust. Closing thought. Vulnerability is a doorway to growth. Lesson 17. Moderation in all things. Nothing in excess. Socrates' reflection. Extremes disturb the mind and body. Balance creates harmony in thought, action, and emotion. Example: observe areas in your life where you overindulge and adjust with gentle moderation. Closing thought. Serenity lies in measured living. Lesson 18. Observing nature. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Albert Einstein. Reflection. Nature mirrors our own rhythms and cycles. Observing it cultivates mindfulness and perspective. Example: take daily walks and notice the subtleties in the natural world around you. Closing thought. Nature is both teacher and balm. Lesson 19. Forgiveness. To err is human, to forgive divine. Alexander Pope reflection. Holding resentment binds us to pain. Forgiveness liberates the heart and mind. Example: practice forgiving minor irritations daily to train your heart. Closing thought. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. Lesson 20. Focus on what you can control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Reflection. Worrying about what is beyond your control wastes energy and peace. Direct your focus inward, shaping thoughts and actions. Example: begin each day identifying one thing you can positively influence. Closing thought. Inner serenity grows where control is wisely exercised. Lesson 21. Courage to face fear. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Muhammad Ali. Reflection. Fear signals what we value. Facing it gently, without haste, cultivates strength and serenity. Example: identify one small fear and take one intentional step toward it. Closing thought. Courage grows in measured, mindful steps. Lesson 22. Nurturing curiosity. Judge nothing, you will be happy. Understand everything, you will be wise. Buddha reflection. A curious mind remains open, adaptable, and peaceful. Curiosity invites insight without judgment. Example: ask a thoughtful question daily, even about ordinary experiences. Closing thought. Curiosity is the companion of a tranquil mind. Lesson 23. Accepting imperfection. Have no fear of perfection, you'll never reach it. Salvador Dali reflection. Seeking flawlessness creates anxiety. Acceptance of imperfection brings peace and authentic growth. Example: notice a small imperfection today and let it be without frustration. Closing thought. Serenity arises from embracing what is. Lesson 24. Detachment from outcome. Do your work with your heart, but leave the outcome to the universe. Unknown reflection. Attachment to results breeds suffering. Doing one's best while releasing attachment nurtures calm. Example: focus on effort rather than result in a task today. Closing thought: peace resides in devoted action, not in expected reward. Lesson 25: Cultivating humility. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. C.S. Lewis. Reflection: humility softens pride and opens the heart to learning and compassion. Example: listen attentively without offering judgment or unsolicited advice. Closing thought: humility is the quiet strength of the soul. Lesson 26: Daily mindfulness. Suffering is caused by craving, attachment, and distraction. Buddha reflection: mindfulness anchors awareness in the present, reducing mental turbulence. Example: practice mindful breathing for 5 minutes at the start or end of each day. Closing thought: mindfulness is the bridge to inner calm. Lesson 27: Patience with others. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Plato reflection: recognizing others' struggles nurtures patience, empathy, and understanding. Example: when irritation arises, pause and consider the unseen burdens of others. Closing thought: compassion blooms where patience is practiced. Lesson 28: Valuing silence. Silence is a source of great strength. Lao Tzu reflection: in silence, we reconnect with inner wisdom, clarity, and presence. Example: spend a few moments in silence today, away from screens and noise. Closing thought: true listening begins with embracing quiet. Lesson 29: Generosity of spirit. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Winston Churchill reflection: generosity nurtures both giver and receiver, expanding calm and gratitude. Example: offer sincere help or encouragement to someone without expectation. Closing thought: giving freely strengthens the heart and mind. Lesson 30: Self-compassion. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Buddha reflection: treating oneself with kindness reduces inner conflict and fosters resilience. Example: acknowledge a personal struggle without judgment. Today, closing thought: self-compassion is the foundation of enduring tranquility. Lesson 31: Balance in life. Moderation is the key to lasting enjoyment. Epicurus reflection: extremes disturb the mind and body. Strive for balance in work, rest, and relationships to cultivate lasting peace. Example: assess your daily routine and make small adjustments to restore harmony. Closing thought: a balanced life is a tranquil life. Lesson 32: Learning from adversity. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Oprah Winfrey reflection: challenges are teachers in disguise. Observing and understanding difficulties strengthens resilience. Example: reflect on a recent challenge and identify the lesson it offers. Closing thought: Growth emerges from mindful engagement with adversity. Lesson 33. Freedom through forgiveness. To forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. Lewis B. Smead's reflection. Holding resentment binds the heart. Releasing it allows peace and clarity to flourish. Example: identify a past grievance and consciously let it go. Closing thought. Forgiveness is liberation for the soul. Lesson 34. Mindful consumption. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Socrates' reflection. What we consume, food, media, thoughts, affects our mental and emotional well-being. Choose intentionally. Example: reduce unnecessary digital distractions for a day. Closing thought. Mindful intake nourishes the body, mind, and spirit. Lesson 35. Appreciating the present. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Buddha reflection. Time spent lamenting or longing steals the gift of now. Presence is the wellspring of serenity. Example: focus on one task fully, immersing yourself completely. Closing thought. The present is the only moment truly alive. Lesson 36. Cultivating gratitude. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Cicero reflection. A grateful heart softens discontent and fosters a sense of abundance. Example: write 3 things you appreciate about today before sleeping. Closing thought. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into treasures. Lesson 37. Embracing simplicity. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Leonardo da Vinci reflection. Overcomplication breeds stress. A simple life nurtures clarity, focus, and calm. Example: declutter one space in your home or workspace this week. Closing thought. Serenity blooms in simplicity. Lesson 38. Trusting intuition. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. Albert Einstein reflection. Inner guidance often whispers what the mind overlooks. Listening deeply cultivates insight and confidence. Example: take a small decision today, guided by intuition rather than analysis. Alone. Closing thought. Intuition and reflection together lead to wisdom. Lesson 39. Patience with self. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Ralph Waldo Emerson reflection. Growth unfolds in its own rhythm. Being harsh with oneself hinders progress and serenity. Example: observe your personal development without judgment or rush. Closing thought. Patient self-care nurtures enduring peace. Lesson 40. The value of silence. Silence is a source of great strength. Lao Tzu reflection. In silence, the mind finds clarity, the heart finds rest, and the spirit finds connection. Example: spend 10 minutes today without speaking or engaging with devices. Closing thought. The gentle power of silence is a foundation for tranquility. Lesson 41. Letting go of control. You must learn to let go. Release the stress. You were never in control anyway. Steve Maraboli reflection. Attempting to control everything breeds anxiety. Acceptance and surrender bring inner peace. Example: identify one situation today where you can release control and observe the outcome without interference. Closing thought: serenity comes when we flow with life rather than resist it. Lesson 42. Kindness is strength. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Aesop reflection: gentle gestures strengthen bonds, calm the mind, and foster a sense of purpose. Example: perform a small, thoughtful act for someone without expecting anything in return. Closing thought: true strength is expressed in kindness. Lesson 43. Focus on process, not outcome. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Dalai Lama reflection: obsessing over results distracts from mindful engagement. Enjoying the process fosters fulfillment. Example: when completing a task, notice each step and the effort you invest. Closing thought: peace arises from devotion to the journey, not the destination. Lesson 44. Understanding others. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Stephen R. Covey. Reflection: empathy and patience in understanding others reduces conflict and increases harmony. Example: listen fully in your next conversation, delaying judgment or response. Closing thought: clarity and calm emerge through comprehension. Lesson 45. Self-awareness. Know thyself. Socrates' reflection: awareness of one's emotions, desires, and habits fosters control and serenity. Example: reflect on your reactions to stress and consider alternative responses. Closing thought: self-knowledge is the cornerstone of a tranquil life. Lesson 46. Avoiding comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. Theodore Roosevelt. Reflection: measuring yourself against others breeds discontent. True peace comes from self-acceptance. Example: note one moment today where you felt envy and redirect focus to gratitude for your path. Closing thought: your life's worth is inherent, not measured by others. Lesson 47. Embracing patience with life. Patience is not simply the ability to wait. It's how we behave while we're waiting. Joyce Meyer. Reflection: life unfolds gradually. Cultivating patience eases frustration and promotes understanding. Example: observe your thoughts and feelings while waiting in queues or during delays. Closing thought: patience is a quiet anchor amid life's storms. Lesson: practicing mindful speech. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Buddha reflection: words can harm or heal. Mindful speech promotes harmony and reduces regret. Example: before speaking, pause and consider whether your words are necessary and kind. Closing thought: silence and thoughtful speech nurture serenity. Lesson 49. Accepting impermanence. All that is born must die. All that arises must pass. Buddha reflection. Everything changes. Resistance to impermanence causes suffering. Acceptance fosters calm. Example: reflect on the natural cycle of day and night as a metaphor for life's transitions. Closing thought. Serenity blooms when we embrace the flow of change. Lesson 50. Living with integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. C.S. Lewis reflection. True tranquility arises from alignment between values and actions. Example: commit to one small act today that reflects your core values. Closing thought. Living honestly brings lasting peace and confidence. Lesson 51. Embracing solitude. In order to understand the world, one must first understand oneself. Albert Camus, reflection. Solitude nurtures self-awareness and inner peace. Time alone allows the mind to reflect without distraction. Example: dedicate 15 to 20 minutes daily to sit quietly, observing your thoughts without judgment. Closing thought. In solitude, the soul speaks its truths. Lesson 52. Mindful eating. When walking, walk. When eating, eat. Zen proverb reflection. Mindful consumption brings awareness to our bodies and reduces stress. Eating with attention connects us to life's simplicity. Example: focus fully on each bite during a meal, noticing taste, texture, and aroma. Closing thought. Awareness in small acts fosters inner calm. Lesson 53. Managing expectations. Expectation is the root of all heartache. William Shakespeare. Reflection. Excessive expectation leads to disappointment. Accepting life as it is nurtures contentment. Example: approach a task today without preconceptions and observe the outcome. Closing thought. Release rigid expectations to find serenity. Lesson 54. Resilience through adversity. The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived. Robert Jordan reflection. Flexibility and adaptability allow one to endure hardships with grace. Example: recall a recent difficulty and note how flexibility could have eased tension. Closing thought. Resilience lies in bending, not breaking. Lesson 55. Inner silence before action. He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. Sun Tzu reflection. Pause and reflect before acting. Silence strengthens clarity and effectiveness. Example: take a moment before responding to conflict or stress to center yourself. Closing thought. Quiet deliberation precedes wise action. Lesson 56. Letting emotions flow. Feelings are much like waves. We cannot stop them from coming, but we can choose which one to surf. Jonathan Mortensen. Reflection. Emotions are natural. Observing without attachment allows for balance and insight. Example: notice a strong emotion today and observe it without reacting impulsively. Closing thought. Emotional awareness nurtures equanimity. Lesson 57. Practicing patience with change. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Lao Tzu reflection. Growth and change take time. Patient observation reduces frustration and nurtures calm. Example. Accept one situation today as it unfolds without forcing a resolution. Closing thought. Time is an ally. Patience is the key. Lesson 58. Nurturing gratitude. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. Henry Ward. Beecher reflection. Gratitude strengthens resilience and shifts perspective from scarcity to abundance. Example. Note 3 things today you are thankful for and reflect on them deeply. Closing thought. Gratitude is nourishment for the heart. Lesson 59. Observing the mind. Watch your thoughts. They become words. Watch your words. They become actions. Watch your actions. They become habits. Watch your habits. They become character. Watch your character. It becomes your destiny. Lao Tzu reflection. Awareness of thoughts transforms behavior and life. Observation without judgment cultivates wisdom. Example. Spend 5 minutes noticing recurring thoughts without engaging them. Closing thought. Mindful observation shapes a tranquil life. Lesson 60. Embracing mortality. Do not fear death so much, but rather the inadequate life. Bertolt Brecht reflection. Awareness of mortality deepens appreciation for the present and priorities. Example. Contemplate impermanence today and consider one meaningful action to enrich your life. Closing thought. Life lived fully transcends fear of its end. Lesson 61. Trust in life's flow. Do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Jesus Christ reflection. Worrying about the future robs the present of peace. Trust in life's unfolding cultivates serenity. Example. Focus fully on the task at hand, letting tomorrow care for itself. Closing thought. Flow with life's current rather than resist it. Lesson 62. The power of stillness. Stillness is the altar of spirit. Paramahansa. Yogananda reflection. In stillness the mind rejuvenates and insights emerge. Moments of pause restore equilibrium. Example. Spend 10 minutes today in complete stillness, observing breath and body. Closing thought. Stillness is a sanctuary for the soul. Lesson 63. Letting go of attachment. Attachment leads to suffering. Buddha reflection. Clinging to people, outcomes, or possessions causes unrest. Detachment fosters clarity and freedom. Example. Notice one attachment today and consciously release your grip on it. Closing thought. Liberation arises from mindful detachment. Lesson 64. Practicing compassion. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Dalai Lama reflection. Compassion softens the heart and dissolves inner tension. True empathy heals both self and others. Example. Offer understanding. or patience to someone difficult in your life. Closing thought. Compassion is the thread connecting inner peace to outer harmony. Lesson 65. Embracing simplicity in thought. Simplicity is the essence of happiness. Cedric Bledsoe. Reflection. Complicated thinking breeds stress. Simplifying mental patterns nurtures clarity and calm. Example: break down a complex problem today into simple, manageable steps. Closing thought. Clear thoughts cultivate a serene mind. Lesson 66. Self-reflection. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Aristotle. Reflection. Regular reflection strengthens awareness of motives, choices, and desires. It illuminates the path to tranquility. Example: end the day by journaling one insight about your actions or thoughts. Closing thought. Self-reflection is the compass of a peaceful life. Lesson 67. Cultivating joy in the ordinary. Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. Robert Brault. Reflection. Life's beauty often resides in the mundane. Appreciating the present moment fosters lasting contentment. Example: savor a simple act today, a cup of tea, a smile, or a walk outside. Closing thought. Serenity blossoms in gratitude for the ordinary. Lesson 68. Mindful listening. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. Stephen R. Covey. Reflection. Listening fully cultivates empathy and peace. It deepens relationships and reduces misunderstandings. Example: during your next conversation, focus entirely on the speaker, suspending your internal response. Closing thought. Mindful listening opens the heart and clears the mind. Lesson 69. Honoring the present body. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Jim Rohn. Reflection. Physical well-being underpins mental and emotional balance. Caring for the body fosters holistic tranquility. Example: move, rest, and nourish your body today with attention and gratitude. Closing thought. Respecting the body grounds serenity in daily life. Lesson 70. Living fully and gratefully. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Maya Angelou. Reflection. The culmination of these lessons is to live with presence, gratitude, and mindful engagement. Every moment offers an opportunity for insight and peace. Example: end each day reflecting on one meaningful experience or lesson, and give thanks for it. Closing thought. A life lived consciously and gratefully is a tranquil life.